Daughter, I need you to do me a favor because Tony got my car. I need you to go around Monique's house and check on her. The people say that man over there must be putting antifreeze in her Kool-Aid and putting poison in her food because she ain't in her right mind. Now, daughter, I normally won't call you with no mess, but I need somebody to go around there and check on her. I couldn't even take a nap good, okay? And I woke up from my nap getting ready to watch Growing Up Hip Hop so I could call you back that. I didn't mean to call you with no mess. And I can't even watch that good because the internet all blowed up and my phone all blowed up talking about Monique done took her ass down to the social media and asking the people to help her boycott Netflix. And then she tied it to gender bias and racial bias and pay inequality. Talking about Amy Schumer got this much money. Chris Rock got this much money. Dave Chappelle got this much money. Therefore, she should get this much money. And you know what, girl? I can't go around now. Because see, if I've been on went around Monique because I've been on told her something that make the situation worse and I ain't got the patience to deal with this shit today. So I think you should just go around there. But let me equip you. For you going around there, Monique done got on the TV and said, "Hey, love, I'm asking that you stand with me and boycott Netflix for gender bias and color bias. I was offered a $500,000 deal last week to do a comedy special. However, Amy Schumer was offered $11 million, Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle $20 million. Then Amy Schumer went back and renegotiated $2 more million and said that I shouldn't get what the men are getting. They're legends. However, I should get more, and Netflix agreed. When we asked Netflix to explain the difference, why the money was so different, they said, we believe that's what Monique will bring. We said, what about my resume? They said, we don't go off resumes. Then we asked them, what was it about Amy Schumer? And they said, well, she sold out Madison Square Garden twice. She had a big movie after the summer. It's not... Monique said, well, is that not Amy Schumer's resume? And Netflix said, by the way, we believe Monique is a legend too. Why shouldn't I get what legends are getting? Please stand by me as we boycott Netflix. And I love us for real. Daughter, this why I'm going to have you go over there. You see how my mood don't change after I don't read this bullshit. Monique, oh God. How can I do this? I like Monique a whole lot. But I think Monique has an overinflated sense of self-worth, okay? Anybody with two eyes, you got eyes, but they not for me. You better use them for what they for, and that's to see. Anybody with two eyes and a half a brain can read Monique's comments and Netflix response to her and see that this ain't got nothing to do with gender, race, or resume. It don't. Quite frankly, this is all business. Amy Schumer got offered what she got offered because they can recoup the money. All right? Monique, yes, you have a long, extensive resume. Yes, you are a legend amongst African Americans. Hell, maybe even white Americans. But catch these T's. Aretha Franklin is a legend too. When her last CD was released to Walmart, nobody bought it and nobody knows any of the singles off of her song. You can't get up in business negotiation and tell people what you used to have and what you used to do. The question you have to ask, regardless of resume, is do you have the power to sell out Madison Square Garden twice? Or Monique, do you have the ability to make a big blockbuster film the way Amy Schumer has? Now, do I believe that systematic racism and oppression has kept Monique from being able to go to the next level and to be able to sell out arenas and to be able to get the opportunity to make big blockbuster films? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, that ain't got shit to do with Netflix. All Netflix is looking at is Amy Schumer's name is hot, Dave Chappelle's name is hot, Chris Rock's name is hot, and if we spend 20+ million making it, we will make 40 back. I'm sorry, Monique. you know, to be quite honest, you are one of my favorite comedians, and quite frankly, I'm not interested in seeing it. I just don't think the ticket sales are there. Point blank period. And then for Monique to try to say, well, isn't Madison Square Garden her resume? Isn't the movie her resume? Yes, it is. And there are line items on her resume that don't align with yours. See, where Monique went wrong is she thought because she won this Oscar that all of a sudden all these damn doors were going to open up for her, and that she was going to be able to be paid millions upon millions of dollars solely on the basis that she got this Oscar. And the thing about it is, Hollywood has showed you once and about to show your ass twice that that is not how it works. That's just not how it works. Like, just because you have an Oscar does not mean we, the viewing public, are going to run out and see your work. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be shady, and I know somebody gonna drop into the comments and be like, there it is again. See, that's what's wrong with black people. We don't stick together. Dineva always hating on black women because he want to be a woman, and it ain't none of that. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. Or this my favorite. He always supporting white people or support a white woman, upholding white women, but when it comes to black women, he always trying to tear them down. I'm not trying to tear this sister down. I'm trying to help this sister stop tearing her own self down in public and making a damn fool out of herself. I wouldn't have had an issue with Monique's comments had she compared herself to comedians who were on par with her selling power. Okay? Monique, it is unfair for you to compare yourself to Chris Rock and to Dave Chappelle and to Amy Schumer at this point in your career. You may have been around longer than all of them. You hold a special place in our hearts. But the reality of the situation is you have yet to this day to solo garner the sales that they have. I'm not understanding that. And Monique understands how business goes. We cannot put 20 million into you if we're uncertain about if we're going to be able to make it back. Okay? And it's like, it's funny. You try to rock and support Monique with some of the things she says out of her mouth, because I'm about to uplift her in a second. But she overreaches sometimes that it just makes her look crazy. Now, do I believe that Netflix lowball Monique wholeheartedly? Should Monique been insulted? Absolutely. Should she feel some kind of way? Yes, she should. 500,000 is very low. Netflix could have came at that lady with 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? And yes, they would have recouped it. The 500,000 is very low. But here's where Monique fuck up. You bring other people, innocent bystanders that have nothing to do with what's going on, into your mess and confusion. And that's why people stop fucking with you. Okay? You could have got your point across without bringing in Amy Schumer's name, somebody who ain't did shit to you, Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle. And then because the comparisons are so egregious and so off base, you look silly. Like, Monique, what is this man telling you and what is he feeding you that made you feel as if bringing in Amy Schumer's name would have been the right course of action for you? And Monique, you always, you worse than Bow Wow in my opinion. You create situations, you play victim to them, then when you don't get your way, you want to run to social media and blow up the spot. You didn't learn from Lee Daniels and Oprah. That was not the right course of action. And I get it. When you did the Lee Daniels Oprah thing, your rationale was, I won this Oscar. The subsequent movie roles were not coming in at the amount in which they should come in at. And then you tried to dress it all. You tried to dress up your ego and your disappointment with, what about the little black girl that comes behind me and she gets offered a low salary? I'm standing up for that girl. I thought you was full of shit then, but you know what? I'm not in your brain and in your mind, so I had to let it ride. So you done fucked up in Hollywood. The next best thing to Hollywood is Netflix. You didn't get your way over there. So now, again, you run into the media. Now you want to blast them. So Monique, now you're done over there. You're done over there. The next thing, baby, is you can come over here to YouTube. and put your art and your work on YouTube, and I'm the queen of YouTube, honey. And if you put my name in the mix, talking about why you ain't getting paid as much as Daniva is, I know something. Okay, it's just like, damn, you don't blew up Hollywood, now you don't blew up Netflix. Like, how do you honestly think you gonna get some work? And my whole thing is with Monique, I don't understand why Monique feels so entitled for these people to pay her top dollar with their money. First and foremost, do gender and pay equalities, gender and racial pay gaps exist in Hollywood and in the workforce? Absolutely. But at the very end of the day, you can't make nobody do with their money what they don't want to do or what you want them to do. My whole thing is, Monique, at this point in the game, you've already established that you being lowballed, people ain't treating you right, you being blackballed. How about you and Sydney put up y'all own damn money? Monique, if you think you are worth the 20 million, the 15 million, the 10 million, how about you put up 10 million of your own damn money and produce your own damn comedy special? But see, you ain't gonna do that for one or two reasons. A, you probably don't have it, or B, you understand, much like the networks understand, that it is a risky undertaking putting that much money on Monique's head, especially considering the fact that, Monique, you have not done anything notable since Precious. And at the very moment, you're not tried and true. We don't know what you can do in the market. You did This Christmas, okay, which was a risky undertaking, but it was an ensemble. What's it called? This Christmas? That Christmas with Danny Glover and all the people that was in it, Martin and all that. But it was an ensemble cast. DC Young Fly, all of them was in it. It was an ensemble cast. Monique, we don't even know what you can do in the market right now except keep up mess and confusion. So why is it somebody who is not tried and true within the last 6, 7, 8 years would somebody offer up that type of money? We don't even know if the people want what you got. We don't even know if you still got it. Because for the last, since Precious, all we've seen is you pulling these antics in the media. You know, the other question I got from Monique is, where are your Hollywood girlfriends? Like, are you not part of the crew with Taraji and Viola and Gabrielle Union and hell, Alicia Keys? I mean, you don't run this stuff by people who are currently Paula Jai Parker. See, Carlos King need to get Hollywood divas back, because this would be an excellent platform for you to do all of this. Like Jennifer Lewis, Vivica Fox, where are your homegirls, Monique? Or do you not have any that you run any of this by? Viola and Taraji and all of them, they are in the media right now standing together in solidarity, fighting for what's right. Niecy Nash, she not one of your friend girls. It would seem to me that the first course of action would have been like, let me run this by my group of girlfriends that's winning right now and see how we can add this to the bandwagon, but do it in such a way that we don't upset everybody and ruin what small chances that I have left of getting my career back on track and getting the type of money I deserve. Like, it's all about being strategic and being political. And I'm sorry, you can't blow up one spot, you don't get your way. Now you want to blow up this spot. I'm not saying Monique should have took the $500,000. Because some people would have been like, she should have took it. What I am saying is that Monique should have went for the million, should have went for the $1.5 million. Prove that, y'all, I still got it. I can sell out arenas, I can sell out whatever. And then that second time around, came in and hit Hollywood for the gusto. I'm back. It's like, Monique, the universe keep giving you opportunities to reinvent yourself, and you so stuck in your ego and what you think you should have and what you think you deserve that you don't see the forest from the trees. You don't run Hollywood. People who look like us do not run Hollywood. And if you choose to want to remain in Hollywood, at some point, Lee Daniels said it best. You're going to have to play the game. I just cannot believe Monique done fucked up her chances in big Hollywood. She done fucking up her chances at Netflix. I'm sure them people at Netflix don't want nothing to do with your ass anymore, which translates to Amazon and Hulu not gonna want you either. And now you gonna be stuck making videos on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not that nothing wrong with it. It pay all right, but it ain't that Netflix money. It ain't that big Hollywood money. And I just, oh God, work ain't honest and it ain't paying the bills either. Like, oh. Eon Love, can you please go around Monique's house and see about her? I'm for real. So y'all drop down in the comments. Question number 1. Based on all the evidence that's been produced, should we, Black America, be standing behind Monique and boycotting Netflix? Give me your opinion on that. That's question number 1. Based on it, should we? Number 2, what do you think would have been a decent amount of money to offer Monique? Because we know she ain't on an Amy Schumer level. And number 3, can y'all give me some more comedians or actors that have come through Netflix that Monique should have been comparing herself to that would have given her a stronger argument? Nessa Girl, we're going to talk about this one all day. I know these comments about to be lit. Let's talk about it. Now I can go watch Growing Up Hip Hop. I don't got this off my chest. Bah.